Today we're replacing a power steering pump on a 2004 Dodge Ram 1500 with a 5.7 Hemi 4x4. We will start by removing the windshield washer fluid and coolant reservoir for easy access from the pulley tensioner. 10mm, 10mm. Remove the reservoir and disconnect the connecting electrical lines. Remove it from the area for safe storage so you could get to the pulley easily, the tensioner. Using a 3/8 drive ratchet wrench, connect it in the center and pull up to release the belt. Also, please make note the way the belt is routed, so you route it back. So take a picture or make a note of it. As you can see, the belt is off and out the way. Be sure to disconnect the sensor unit line on the back of the power steering pump and get ready to set a container to catch all the excess fluids. We will be disconnecting this line to drain what's in the reservoir and that line that connects the pump. Now both lines are disconnected. You leave it there and let it drain. Next, you will align the pulley to the bolts. So align the holes to the bolts and feel for them, and then leave it right there so you could get the ratchet in there. Using a 13mm or 1/2" 3/8 drive socket, connect it to the extension, and after lining it up, slide it in the hole onto the bolt and begin to remove the pump. There is a total of 3 bolts, 13mm or 1/2". One on top, one on the bottom, and one to the left or the passenger side. Once the pump is loose, go ahead and carefully lift it out. As you can see, it's completely out. And there it is. It's identical to the next. Usually we would pull the pulley off, but we had no time for that. So I just switched the cap over and put it on. That is what it would look like with all 3 bolts. You line them up. You can see. So now we put it back the way we took this one out. Using one hand to support the power steering pump, you use the other to hold it up while you tighten. Now that the pump is in proper placing, tightened down and torqued to the correct specification, you begin the reverse process, connecting the send line coming from the cooler. To do it without interruption, we'll go ahead and remove the drain container with the fluid. Go ahead, put the send line back in, screw it in place. Now be careful, do not cross thread this. So use your hand to catch the threads, rock it as you tighten it. And make sure the line is properly lined up. Reconnect the hose back to the bottom. You gotta wiggle it a little bit on the bottom of the reservoir. That's back in place. Make sure they're not twisted. In this case, I have this twisted, so I pull it back off and then put it back in the right place. That's the correct way. The hoses are all straight. Now I have to reconnect that clamp. Please do not forget to plug the sensor unit back on. Do you hear that click? Now time to route the belt. Okay, the belt is back in place. Now we put back the reservoirs right there with the two 10 millimeters. Also, very important, do not forget to reconnect the connectors. That goes down here. Push them till you hear them snap. And finally, connect the overflow line. Right there. So, fill the reservoir back up, and then you test to see what you have. We're back. The tools used for this job: channel lock, crescent wrench, 3/8 ratchet wrench, the 3/8 3-inch extension, 10 millimeter socket, and a 13 millimeter or 1/2 inch. Have a great day.